All right, guys, it is Wednesday, and I'm actually in the Kalamazoo shop, stopped in the middle of the day. I think the guys just got done with lunch, and I'm going to be grabbing all the footage off the phone. Dave has kicked butt this week and got some footage. So you got some cool stuff on there in store for you in this video. Make sure, I'm going to put the shirts again right here. Make sure you jump on, grab the shirts. This is the last week. Today, when you're seeing this video, we'll only have until, I think, Sunday, because Monday I'm ordering the shirts. And we have them in 3 different colors, all the way to 5X now. We expanded on that. So make sure you jump in and grab the shirts, and then make sure you leave a comment. We haven't been getting as many comments. If you have any questions on any of the projects here at the shop, make sure you leave the comments. Make sure if you aren't subscribed, you subscribe. If you are subscribed, don't hit the subscribe button again, because that unsubscribes you. All right, enjoy.
All right, y'all, so it's Monday, back here at the shop. We came in yesterday, unloaded the Phoenix, and got the trailers, all everything unloaded. We got everything sitting in a transmission in a cooler, basically, right here. So we have all this stuff sitting around right there, ready to go up to Capizzi. I'm not sure if we're gonna run up today or tomorrow, whatever. Obviously, we only have 2 weeks to get this thing back together for roadkill, which getting gear sets is not an easy thing to do. Hopefully we can make something happen. Around the shop, man, we've got Jamie Lidacre's TA in here. I've been building the 427 LSX for that. Right now we are going to be working on getting the K member and everything dropped out of this and everything around for that, so we can get the motor, trans, all that stuff put in. My hoist has developed a leak. Gonna have to rip the cylinder out, go have it repacked around the corner. Yay, on top of all the million things I need to do. I didn't really want to tear a hoist apart. Waiting on the next gen EFI dash for the red truck here. We do got this thing up and running. This thing's pretty rowdy. Got to button up. I got to charge the AC, throw some dye in it, see if I can figure out where it's leaking, because it won't hold a vacuum very good. So I want to see where it's leaking, see if we can get the AC working, heat, all the stuff and that. Jeff is over here working on Greg Bretton's twin turbo 370. So he is got these turbo brackets he drew up and had cut out. Here's Jeff. So right there's one of them. Yeah. So he messed up his paint job because he probably didn't feel like waiting very long.
Yep, I'm impatient.
And it's really humid here, so yeah, probably going to take 3 days for the paint to even think about drying. So anyways, he made them, drew them up. We send it out to cut send real quick, and them are going to be the turbo mounts that bolt on there, bolt to the back of the turbo. Matter of fact, that one's already on, so you'll have to do a little touch-up paint. We didn't get into powder coating or nothing like that. Then we'll cut out a chrome ollie. Once he does that, he is going to be redoing the hot side to the turbo, and then making some adjustments on cold side stuff, and then exhaust. So he's going to work on wrapping that stuff up today. He's got the mounts. I think you already drew the mounts up and printed them, didn't you, for the lines? So he's got his hard lines for the water all bent up underneath the car, so he's just got to mount them. So I imagine he will be getting them mounted. So basically, next day or two, have all his stuff wrapped up on Greg's car and on to Nick for wiring. I'm going to be doing Jamie's stuff over there as far as getting the motor, trans, all that stuff put back in. It's got a F1A ProCharger for it that's going on. So we got, gonna be a little rowdy car there. Still waiting on some parts for the car back here. I got to call AFCO this morning and see where they're at with things. They're supposed to have them wrapped up. So hopefully we'll have them here really shortly. So throw some video up here of Jeff doing some work. My stuff's boring. And go from there. All right, Tuesday, around the shop. As you guys seen, Jeff's been working on the 370Z. Got the hot side stuff remade, turbos mounted, all that cool stuff. He threw his intake tubes on there, shazam! He's working on exhaust stuff right now, on getting it out of the bumper. So he's working on doing that. He also is getting the Howard lines mounted. So he bent these aluminum lines up right here that run underneath the car, and will go to hose that will go to the intercooler right there. So, and I think he's got a bulkhead deal right back here. Obviously got the tank. Yep, there's all the lines that go down through the billet bulkhead. So that's all gonna go down underneath for that. Nick will get on the wiring of this car, well, next week at this given point, because Nick is being to be out of town on vacation again, because that's what Nick always does. Well, we've been doing, of course, our state work that we always do. I've been buttoning up the 427 for Jamie. And we've got the K member, all that stuff out. We are about to unbox all the ProCharger stuff. Get everything laid out for the ProCharger. We got the air-motive fuel pump system and all that we got to put into the tank and stuff for this thing. So, oh yeah, wiring mess. Look at all the wiring, gross. My hoist has got to go get repacked. So right after Jamie's car leaves this hoist, I got to tear that cylinder out of that right there and go have that thing repacked, because it is pissing fluid out everywhere on the floor. Now, these floors are not the nicest floors, but I try to keep them as clean as I can, because I like clean floors. I can't wait to have a position where I could eat off of them. Not that I don't eat off of these if I drop something anyways, because I don't care. So we've got the ProCharger kit right there. We're gonna get everything laid out on the bench, probably the blower in here, get all this stuff laid out, unboxed, staged out, because I like to have everything staged out so I can just work. I want to finish the couple little things on the engine up, get it rolled back here, dropped into the cradle today. Tomorrow my game plan is going to be that engine and trans and everything will go up into the car, start getting all that stuff done, and start working on getting all the ProCharger stuff bolted into this thing. Ideally, I don't think I'll hear it end by the end of I don't think I'd hear it run by the end of this week, but I'd like to hear it run by the end of this week. I might be able to pull something off. Nick is going to be out of town, which will put me in the situation of getting a bass tune together, which I'm capable of doing. I just try not to do the tuning because I've got enough things that I do. However, you know, I guess I'm going to have to start doing it. So, follow along as we unbox all this stuff up, get it all laid out. Obviously, somebody's calling me. I bet it's Nick Diehl. It isn't. Some number I don't know, so I ain't worried about him. But we'll get all this stuff unboxed, guys, and show you this engine stuff in a second. All right, so we have got this stuff all unboxed. Big old race intercooler. Nice ProCharger. Oh man, zoom in, there we go. F1A blower. Full 10 rib setup. Got all the intercooler piping. All the stuff for that. So, intercooler, tubing, fan shroud, electric fan, the 10 rib belt, the 10 rib pulley that goes on to the ATI dampener and all that stuff. So got that whole deal. So that should be that. We got the race valve right there. Stick that over here with all the air stuff. All right, all sorts of fun stuff. Directions. The best part, the package of directions. All right, so that is going to be all the ProCharger setup to go on that guy. So should be a rowdy, fun little car. I think, like I said before, looking for 800-ish horse. So should be 12, 14 pounds of boost. Should make close to that, I'd imagine, on this car. Considering, I mean, just engine should make 500 plus. So 14, you know, if you... I think somewhere 12, 14 pounds of boost should have us somewhere in the 800 horse. It is pump gas, so maybe a little bit more. I'd like to be 14 range on the boost. Close to 800 wheel, pump gas, pump 93. Might consider doing a, you know, maybe this winter's upgrade for Jamie will be to do a P59 PCM in this thing. And once we do the P59 PCM, then we can go ahead and put a flex fuel sensor in this thing. Get everything dialed in for flex fuel for him. So, you know, he can run E85 if he wants and make some extra power. Or, you know, if he wants to just cruise around on pump gas, he can. Or, you know, oh, it's summertime, I want to run E85. Okay, it's coming up closer to winter. Go ahead and start running, you know, back to gasoline, getting ready to put it up for the winter. So I think that'd be a cool upgrade. We did do enough injector and enough fuel pump that he can make 1,000 horse on E85. So that was kind of, I planned ahead on this one because it's Jamie and he doesn't know what he wants most of the time. So enough pump, enough injector for 1,000 horse on E. So his goal is 800, and this is a full street car. There is no cage, there is no nothing in this car. This is a 100% street car. That is what this car is. He doesn't want to put a cage on it, does not intend to put a cage in it. Man, I preach it left and right to everybody, man. 500-ish horse on the street is a lot of car on the street. He did roll around at 500 power. You know, he was a little over 500 NA last time on this car, on the 427. And it was fun for him. He wanted a little more. Cool part is about a blower is, you know, we'll set him up close to 8. And if he decides 8, you know, he wants more, we just change the pulleys on the blower and make more. A blower support more than what he ever needs to make in this car. So, yeah, I'm going to go back, finish up the little things on the engine I need to do so that we are ready to set this thing in there. Kind of go through everything. Probably got to get the bumper cover off this thing. So I'll have Xavier work on getting the bumper cover off, work on getting the fuel pump module from Aeromotive put into the tank. Start figuring out what all we need. And fuel line wise, I need to look at what we did on this. I don't remember what we did last time. I think we only have, I don't know if we ran 2 lines front to back. I had to look. So anyways, I had to look at all the fuel lines, decide what we did there, decide what we're going to do, kind of go from there. It looks like I did just leave the factory line going forward and then just ran a return line. So I'm going to look at what I've got going on. We got to get the fuel tank that's in this out. He has a whole new tank to put in, so we'll get going on all that stuff. Car's, I mean, he's got a lot of nice parts. He's got a 12 bolt in this thing with all the BMR torque arm stuff. And got some big old fatties on this thing with some nice welds. So, cool car, sharp car, 4-inch exhaust all the way back. So, just the cobwebs off. I think I've been sitting for a while. A lot of nice parts under this car, man. Viking, I think we did Viking double adjustables all the way around on this thing. Yeah, right there. Got Viking double adjustables front, Viking double adjustables rear. So, I mean, car, it's got a lot of good parts. You know, obviously he doesn't know how to set up suspension. He's not that guy. But I do, I mean, being it's a street car, I'd do the long arm kit for the torque arm. I'd loosen up them fronts and have this boy boogieing on the street. So, but we'll go back here, get on this engine, button up the last couple things. I got to put the seal in the front cover. He wanted everything black, so I just made everything black. Get the seals put in the front cover real quick, get all this stuff bolted on, and everything's pretty much ready to go with that stuff. And like I said, Jeff's been over here chugging along on this other car, so stay tuned.